First liner of the game. They have a great contest. Just look at that great maul. Wanderers is working with a quite good maul. Over there's the ball again. Give it over to 9. 9 gives it to 10. 10 wants to set a breakthrough. Looks like the first try is coming from Wanderers all the way. First try been scored. 5-0. Wanderers is leading. Right in front of the post. Let's wait for the conversion. That should give me 7. Conversion successful. 7-0. Wanderers leading. Looks like they're chase is on from Grootfontein. Wanderers has the ball. He executes. Second line out of the first game. Grootfontein's first line out of the game. Vickers is a great shot. Just look at the drive. There goes Brandon with the ball. Give it over to Lorenzo Luis. Just look at quite good step inside outside. Made the first contact. And there goes Vickers with the ball. Ooh. Just look at the outside steppy. Which means player stepped out on the further side. Looks like they're going back for a line out. Number 14 of Grootfontein just stepped on the line. So they're gonna go back for a line out. Looks like they have had advantage. Kicking for post, which is 3 points. That's a penalty. No T there. Just look at that old school lifestyle. Let's see what it can do. Conversion successfully over. That's 3-7 in favor of Wanderers. Grootfontein has a pair. They got the penalty try. They got the penalty conversion over. Quite good, interesting day here at Wanderers. Wanderers set the second kickoff. Let's look what they can do. Great tackle, contact been set. Going for the third line out of the game. Looks like Aubrey's going for the second line out of Wanderers. And Wanderers is driving with the ball. Just look at that form. They're going right with the ball. Looks like they can't manage. 9 gets the ball, plays it over to 10. Just look at that Grootfontein defensive. Defensive quite good. Still have to keep on walking. Looks like Wanderers is looking for the second try. Just look at that pick up and go. Grootfontein has quite hectic work here to do. They have to do defensive quite very hard. They're in front of the post. 9 gets, give it over to 10. 10 goes in for the contact. He holds it on. Player tackler not rolling away. Plays it over all the way to the wing. Looks like we're going for the first scrum of the game. Advantage go over to Grootfontein. Let's look at that massive impact. Just look, family friends are there. Going over to the first scrum. Both packs are quite heavy. So let's look at that, quite driven. Can they keep the can they keep the momentum? Scrum being set. Grootfontein has the advantage, which means number 1 went down on his knees without forming the scrum perfectly. The ref was quite unhappy, so he had to make his choice. Seems like they want to go with ever line out. So it's a 50-50 year for both teams. So they're both going for the second line out each during the first minute. Vic is there going for his second throw. Grootfontein got, and just look at that great try coming. Oh, Grootfontein has a great advantage by stealing the ball. Oh, another knock. So it's a 4-5. This is Wanderers' third line out. Just look at that great line out. I see what Wanderers likes doing. They like driving around the mall. Ruck has been formed. Ref is happy with the play. Play goes over. Just look at that big carry at the number 8. of Wanderers. 9 gets the ball. Ooh. That was a great inside outside. Number 15 goes there. Wanderers' second try. So it's 12-3 in favor of Wanderers. If the conversion goes over, that will be 14-3. If it doesn't, we'll remain with the same score. 12-3 in favor of Wanderers. 10 minutes into the first half. Let's look at the conversion. The conversion is successful over. Look like Mans is gonna kick off for them. Chase is on. Looks like there is another line out for Grootfontein. Vickers is going to set the line out for them, which is the captain. Grootfontein actually leading the main Premier League log, with United second, Wanderers third. And now the chase is on. Just look at that, number 15. He has the ball. There goes Rudy with the ball. Chase is on. He gave it a good kick. Seems like they like kicking. I want to go for contact. There goes Vickers, the captain. Just look at his great skills. His great running skills. Oh, big hit from Vickers. Rack has been formed. Lorenzo Louis with his great chippy didn't manage to get on time there. Thinks his teammate is shouting for him for a There goes Vickers again. There goes Grootfontein with the first driving maul from a line out. Vickers is the carrier. He has major advantage. Just look at his great skills. Tackler not showing daylight, going back for penalty. That was a great call from the ref. Entering from the side, which is illegal. Grootfontein is setting the line out. looking for their first try. Fika says the advantage maul has been set. No try at time was called off. Looks like the penalty was it's a try actually for Grootfontein, which means it's 8-14 in favor of Wanderers. Let's look for the conversion. 15 minutes into the game, which means Jackie, the AR, which is the assistant referee, actually saw something quite good there from the sideline. Let's wait for the conversion. Conversion not over, so the score remains 14-8 in favor of Wanderers. Let's wait for the kickoff. Chase is on. There he goes. I think over here they want to execute. Which means time off. Which means player is down on the further side. I think Grootfontein's player is down. So Wanderers is quite home today, so they're actually looking for a winning point to go up to second place or first place. They are leading third on the top of the log, which is the Premier League log, the NRU domestic league that they are fighting for. We're in round 2 now. Sorry, my bad, still leg 1. Contact been made. Tackler not releasing the ball. That's a great call from Joré. So Grootfontein has another advantage. Going for a line out. Grootfontein actually quite has some good 3 kickers. Mans, Lorenzo, and then the number 12. Leading them all the way with the penalties, the conversions. Now not been set again. Vickers picks up the ball. Brennan there with the ball, and they are walking right through the mall. There's a great advantage. The advantage goes over to Wanderers. That was a knock-on right out of the mall, going for Wanderers scrum. Third scrum of the first half. Massive pack from both sides. So let's quite see what they can do. Let's see who can dominate this scrum. Just look at that massive forwards. Seems like it's a solid scrum from both sides. Wanderers has the advantage. You're driving Grootfontein right out. So the advantage still goes on, which is within with a minute. Just look up that pick and go. Ball pass, hands are there. Ruck being set right from the scrum. First ruck from the scrum. Pick up and go. Driven with the ball. Just look at that power. Whoa, just look at that hospital tackle. That was a great tackle. Referee is still going back. Favor still in Wanderers' favor. Wanderers has advantage. Grootfontein was clearly offside on the further side. Looks like that contact came from Mans, the number 10. Quite give a hospital pass on the number 13 of Wanderers. Massive hits from both sides. I think both teams are quite hungry. Looks like Wanderers want another line out. I think they want to do the same actually again. Let's see what they can do now. Okay. There goes Howard. Brendan tackles him. Rudy with his kick. There goes the touchline, showing his flag. Looks like it's Grootfontein's line out again. Jackie actually doing a great job there on the touchline for the first team. Vickers waiting for the call being set. Grootfontein contest the line out. Just look, they're going with the ball. Wanderers has to fall back into line. The ref is quite unhappy. Something happened and he has to make his call. Oh. Quite some serious attention there for Brendan, which means the ref said he can come back, he should just move. Looks like he got the massive knock from a line out. Let's see if Brendan can come back and do a massive impact. Looks like they're going for a scrum. Something quite serious happened. The ref saw it, so I had to stop. So which means Grootfontein still has an advantage. They're going for a scrum, which is within the law frame of the rugby law books. Grootfontein has another advantage, and then they tap and go. They were not 10 meters. There goes he. There goes the number 9 with his kick and chase. Looks like the number 9 is quite unhappy, not performing well. Let's see what Albert can do over here. Albert gets the call. Another line out. That's a great kick up and under. The chase was on. Rudy has the ball. Gives it over to Vickers. Oh, there goes Peter with the ball with a great dummy. There goes, yes, support. Wat daar gebeur nou? Looks like something happened. Jure having a discussion there, serious discussion, explaining, and he gives out the yellow card. Yellow card strictly means 10 minutes on the bench. The AR actually saw something, which is Jackie Maton, came back to Joy, discussed the serious issue. The yellow card was actually for Wanderers. Wanderers just looking just to confirm. The Wanderers number 10, which is the fly off. Got a yellow card. I think the AR saw something and he wasn't happy with, so he had to go back and review with the main referee. So eventually they came to a conclusion. He explained all to the case. So we have another another serious injury. Medics attending to it. Time was off. The medics attending quite to a very serious injury. Let's hope this player can. It's a Wanderers player actually. Looks like it's Albert. Is it? I'm not quite sure, but let's look. I think it's over there. Quite serious injury there. The medics attending quite. They are responding to him, taking good care of him. They're on with the stretcher. Doing what they can to keep the player in a good safe spot on the stretcher. They have to carry him off, unfortunately. Not actually a good day. No one wants to get hurt like that, especially on the rugby pitch. I think the medics know actually what they're doing. which is quite impressive. They're trying to explain to the coaches, and they're not quite happy. But at the end of the day, it's called the game. It's called the game of rugby, and yeah, this is what happens. Goes into the wrong position of contact, makes the wrong tackle. Looks like the tackle wasn't clear enough, and in that contest, it could be he could have been seriously ill. So they're carrying him off. He's quite heavy. So we have quite good medic backups, some big guys. They know the weight of the players, so tie him back on, which means it's a head injury, serious one. Let's pray for him, keeping in prayers. I think it's Albert that went off. Play still has to go on. Line out being set. Looks like it's Grootfontein's line out. First knock from Grootfontein, second knock from Wanderers. They're going back for the scrum again. Ball is out from the scrum. A great pickup. Whoa. Just look at that great end off. Both number 8s making contact. There goes a great. It's a Grootfontein line out. Looks like Brennan is back on the pitch, and he forms the ruck. Gives it over to the 10. Now the backline has the advantage by playing on, and whoa, and just look at that great breakthrough. That inside outside step here. Oh, what a tackle. There goes Vickers with a great pickup. Looks like Vickers is quite strong, he's big, and he likes a breakthrough. Lorenzo Louis, and what a try. Just look, Lorenzo Louis giving it over to the number 13, and it was a looks like it was a clear forward pass. Try not being awarded. Looks like Lorenzo Louis gave a clear forward, which was within the referee's position, and he managed to capture that forward, so he has to go back for a scrum. Wanderers has an advantage to execute the ball right there, which means they're in their half. They have to get out of the danger zone. The referee gives the early engagement. They went too early in. The referee is not happy. Time off. Looks like Wanderers got the advantage there. Grootfontein went for early engagement in, which is illegal. Didn't go in the right timing in. Didn't set the scrum perfectly. Looks like the sun is not on both sides, so it's quite hot here. Think we have looks like there's another injury. The medics attending to it. The further side, let's look if the player is. Player being carried off. It's another prop, so Victor went on. A substitution been made. Oh, Grootfontein has that advantage. And just look at that carry. First knock. He's going straight for a scrum. The ref is quite doing a massive impact on this game, so he has to be vocal, he has to be within the play. He can't miss anything. Anything he miss, he has to consult with his AR, which is Jackie. So Jaray is quite a massive senior ref, one of not throwing the ball straight in. So Wanderers has the advantage. Looks like they want to go for a line out. And the chase is on. Wanderers got 2 replacements during the first half. And look at that great line out. Oh, what a knock. Grootfontein has the advantage. They set the first ruck. Now they're looking ball. They're gonna play with the back line. Mans got tackled. Oh, got driven out. Wanderers has the advantage. Let's see what they can do. Great line out been set. Great carry. There goes Victor with his first contact. Looks like he came off all the way from the second team straight into the first team. There goes Lorenzo Louis with a great carrier. And the contact was made. They're still in control of the game. Grootfontein leading. Victor player not rolling away. That's Victor. There goes Victor. Holding on to the ball. Players are shouting, they're holding on. So Wanderers is another advantage. looking for another line out. Looks like they're going actually for the third try. It's what they want. Let's look what they can do at this line out. Looks like Wanderers is in charge of the ball. The Mall got breakdown, but they had the advantage of playing on. Looks like 12 is playing 10 now. It was a great steal, but the play was not in line with the game, so the ref has to go back. The play actually got dropped out. There goes the player, there goes Grootfontein. Now the chase is on. Now he wants to pop Arikani, he needs to hold on to that ball. Just look at that great carrier from the number 13. Ruckpin form, Brennan has the ball. Brennan been tackled, Brennan pop it over to Peter. And Peter wants to dummy it off. Grootfontein has the advantage. Looks like the ref just warned the number 8 of Wanderers not to do it again. It's quite serious here. Ripping a player without the ball, it's illegal. Grootfontein is another advantage here. Let's see if they can get a try. 5 minutes away before half time. And just look at that, quite good breakthrough from the number 8 of Wanderers. Pops it backwards. Rudy actually trying to come in with his soccer skills, but he actually missed that. So let's look. Going back for a scrum. It looks like both teams are not quite happy with a lot of scrums because the forwards has to do a lot. Just look at the bench. The boys are actually hungry to play, waiting for that time to be called. Let's see if this can be a solid scrum. Grootfontein dominating that scrum. Going in from the side, dragging a player. The ref is not quite happy. He's trying to explain what happened. Grootfontein going for the post. Let's see, does he want to do the old school again, or is he going to kick from the tee? So he has 60 seconds within that time frame, which is 1 minute. Let's see what he can do. Great step. Moving sideways. Nobody can move, it's a penalty. Let's see if he can convert it. Conversion successfully over. Another 3 points. 11-14. Still in favor of Wanderers. Grootfontein behind. With 3 points to make it even. You also have the scoreboard on the further side, which shows the exact time. Oh! Seems like the Mr. Ref is an old school rugby player. Great kickoff. She's been on. That was a great shot down. Looks like a fight wants to break out. That was a great charge down from the substitute hooker of Wanderers, the number 16. Looks like it's Grootfontein's line out. Vickers is gonna throw it in again. Oh, and they actually won the line out. Just look at that great carrier from Peter, the number 8 from Grootfontein. Just look at that massive impact. Just look at those hits. I think Grootfontein wants to execute. Did a great execution, looking for 50-22. Looks like it's great 50-22 in favor of Grootfontein. That was a great execution. I think that's a 50-22. Still in favor of Grootfontein. Looks like Victor is gonna lead. Now Wanderers have to do a quite massive defensive here. Grootfontein has the advantage and they have won their own line out. And now looks like number 13 has a great stepping in, out, in. Contact been made. Play on the ground. Ruck pin form. Playing with their forwards. A massive impact. Just look at that great carry on from the number 7 of Grootfontein, playing it all the way to the wing. Oh. I think the refs go. Looks like there's another injury. Time off. There's an injury. Looks like there's another injury. Looks like it's an advantage for Grootfontein. They're choosing to kick for poles. So if they convert it, it will be even. If he can convert in, that will be even. It's another penalty, then that will be 14-14. Let's see. There goes halftime whistle. 14-14 in favor of both. See you after the break. Looks like both teams have some quite serious discussions here to do during halftime. Looks like both sides are unhappy. Looks like Daryl is also quite unhappy and he's asking some quite serious questions. Jackie and Joray has quite some serious talking to do during the halftime.
Namibia is a land of movement, with waves that never stop reaching forward. Here, adventure is not something we search for. It is something we are born into. In every corner of this country, creativity rises, from artists, from athletes, from dreamers. And when the world comes to explore Namibia, they discover something extraordinary. Because when sport moves people, creativity moves ideas, and tourism moves the world toward us. Something powerful happens. A platform where movement meets imagination, where industries connect, where opportunity grows, where Namibia's next chapter begins. Welcome to the Creative Sport Tourism Expo. Exhibit, partner, experience. Creative sport tourism.
Every journey has a purpose, whether it's business, adventure, or bringing people together. And behind every smooth journey is the right travel partner. Rennie's manages every detail so you can focus on what matters most, from kickoff to takeoff and every journey in between. We move you forward. Hashtag Move with Rennie's. Rennie's, BCD, Namibia.
Namibia is a land of movement, with waves that never stop reaching forward. Here, adventure is not something we search for. It is something we are born into. In every corner of this country, creativity rises, from artists, from athletes, from dreamers. And when the world comes to explore Namibia, they discover something extraordinary. Because when sport moves people, creativity moves ideas, and tourism moves the world toward us. Something powerful happens. A platform where movement meets imagination, where industries connect, where opportunity grows, where Namibia's next chapter begins. Welcome to the Creative Sport Tourism Expo. Exhibit, partner, experience. Creative Sport Tourism.
Live rugby, live streaming. Grootfontein versus Wanderers. So the score remains even. Looks like a penalty from the second half kickoff. A penalty took place. So Grootfontein has another advantage by kicking to the post. As I said quite earlier, they have quite massive 3 stars that can kick to the post. The number 10, 15 and 12. 10, which is Mans, Lorenzo, which is number 15. Then they got the number 12, which is also one of their teammates. So I think those 3 kickers are quite important to them. So it looks like there's another serious injury. Very serious one. Seems like the medical aid is attending to it. The medics. Looks like a second player is going off from the stretcher. So if one gets hurt, the other one must also pay the price. Oh. Actually stood up, he said he wants to continue. Looks like it wasn't that serious. So they have to keep a clear eye on him, just to make sure he's doing well. If not, they have to take him off. Let's wait for the conversion. Looks like the conversion is over. 17-14 in favor of Grootfontein. We got the live scoreboard on the other side. Great tackle there. Wanderers has the advantage. Play went off his feet on the defensive side. So the advantage go over to Wanderers. Looks like the ref is not a he sets the penalty. Looks like both teams are going for post. The number 10 is back on. He got his first yellow card before half time. Looks like his time is up, so he's back on the pitch. Let's see if he's still into the game. think he wants to make up for what he's done. So let's see if he can give a great conversion here. Conversion unsuccessful. Looks like they're going for 22. There goes Rudy. Just look at that great step. Brennan has the ball. Brennan versus Kisting. Big massive two forwards. Clashing up. And now the chase is on. And Wanderers should execute. Doesn't want to look like... Ooh. Looks like Wanderers is going for a try. Rudy and Lorenzo have quite some hectic work there to do. Okay, looks like the support is quite there. Ball being held up, no try. Grootfontein was offside. Jeray going there back for penalty, still in Wanderers' favor. Wanderers sets a line out. Time off. Looks like there was an injury there. Teams medics attending to their players. Time back on. Wanderers has the advantage. They're driving with the maul, looking for a try. And there goes the first try of the second half. That's 19-17. If they convert it, that will be 21-17. Seems like Wanderers doesn't want to lose at home ground. I think the ref is quite thirsty there. The sun is quite hot here. Let's wait for the conversion. Let's see if the number 10 can make it up. It's a great try there from the maul. Let's wait for the conversion. Conversion successfully over, which is 21-17 in favor of Wanderers. Mr. Ref picks up the ball, gives it over to the Grootfontein. Which is the number 12 that will set off a kickoff. And the chase is on. They need to go for a scrum right into the center. Ball was within 5 meters, which means it should cross the 10 meters. So they're actually coming back for the scrum right in the center. First scrum of the second half. Let's see what both teams can do. Let's look at that massive pack from both sides. It's Wanderers first scrum for the second half. Scrum being set. Looks a solid scrum. 9 picks up, gives it out to 10. 10 gives it over to 13. Tackler not rolling away. Looks like the advantage. Kisting has the ball. The Wanderers hooker. has the ball. So the advantage is over to Grootfontein. Just look at that great tackle. Looks like it's Grootfontein's first scrum of the second half. Both teams had an advantage. Looks like they're not happy with each other. But likely the ref is too close to see what's gonna happen. Scrum reset. Looks like Wanderers is a quite great scrum. Looks like their pack are quite stronger than Grootfontein. The number 10 of Grootfontein was actually looking for a chip and chase, but didn't manage to succeed that. So Wanderers had the advantage. Player didn't release the tackler with the ball. So the ref has to go back for that penalty. And it's a Wanderers line out. Looks like Wanderers is a quite mess up. The ref is there happy with the try. No, he's going back for penalty. Entering illegally from the side. So he has to go back for penalty. Wanderers is going for another line out. Maul been set, and now they have to walk around the mall. Try being set by the number 9 of Wanderers. I think he saw the gap on the outside, so he picked up and just ran around, place it nicely in the corner into the touch goal line. 26-17 in favor of Wanderers. If they convert it, that will be 28-17. But let's see if the conversion can be successful. If not, the score will remain 26-17. Conversion successfully over. That will be 28-17 in favor of Wanderers. Now the chase is on. So Grootfontein has quite a massive job to do here. I think they're looking for try. Also to catch up with the Wanderers players. He wanted to pop. Play goes on. Great pick up and go. Wanderers has to remain within the line. I think they don't want to cause an offside here. He wanted to dummy and run through, but it was actually blocked. He's going back for a penalty that happened over on the further side, which means his signal was clear. Going in for a high tackle, explaining to the captain what happened now. Let's see what the call is. Looks like they're going for line out. Oh, ball not out. Play is on. I think he's looking for 50-22. Not a 50-22. Just a normal line out. Still in favor of Grootfontein. You've got another assistant touchline on the other side. From the club side. Which means the referees are not quite enough. Vickers there with his skills again. Advantage go over to Grootfontein, which means the play when tackler win with around. Just look at that. Going back, going for high tackle penalty. So Grootfontein will be leading. Grootfontein will be leading that line out. Line out been set. Grootfontein won the line out. Play goes on. Wanderers players. Wanderers players were not on side, so the referee is quite unhappy there. So he had to go back. I think they're going again for another line out. Let's see if Grootfontein has another advantage here. Vickers leading them on the line out. And now they're driving again with the maul. That is a great carrier. First ruck been set. Second ruck. That's another try from the second ruck. The ref claims it's a clear try. No, not actually a try. Sorry, my bad there. Wanderers won the penalty. Player holding on to the ball. So Wanderers did a massive, great job there. Just by defending their quarter. A line out been set in the center. He sets the mark. Wanderers won the line out. Victor there with the ball. Victor doing a great job, great carrier. Ball been ripped out of Victor's hands. There goes Peter with the ball. Just look at that, quite good hands. Rudy has the ball. Oh, I think that's a deliberately knock on. Let's see if he can give a card. Let's see what the AR has to say. Deliberately knock on. There goes the player off. I think that's a deliberately knock on. Penalty. It's a clear signal. So Grootfontein sets out the line out. Looks like it's the number 13 that been. Just look at that massive contact. I think the boys want to set the ruck. I think they're going to try to play with the back line. There goes Rudy with the ball. It's Lorenzo, Rudy, and now there goes Vickers. And Vickers pops it over to Rudy, and there goes Rudy right under the post. And there was try converted by Rudy. Rudy came all the way from, I think he's from Keetmans originally. Came all the way from high school, played some UNM Rapier, played for Wanderers, and then he moved back to his hometown, which is Grootfontein. So that's a quite skillful player. The score is 22-28 in favor of Wanderers. If they convert it, that will be 24. I think the conversion is it's successful. It's 24-28, still in favor of Wanderers. So great kickoff. Grootfontein execute. They do not want to play in the danger zone. That's a massive kick into the 10 meters. But it's still Wanderers line out. Wanderers won the line out there. They're going for an up and under. Just look at that massive kick. Ball gets into Lorenzo Luis' hands. There goes Rudy with his kick again. Looks like there's another serious injury. Looked like it was a high tackle. The AR. The ref is quite unhappy there. He's in charge of the game, but it seems like Wanderers management wants to control him, so he had to set some boundaries there. Looks like Lorenzo Luis got a clear high tackle there. Quite low one. I don't think it was quite intentional. I think player wanted to meet some contact, but didn't manage to get him on time. So Lorenzo is still up, and he's in a good position to still continue with the team. That was a great kick. Vickers there with his great skills again as a hooker. Line out being set. Whoa, just look at that breakthrough. Vickers pops it over. I think the ball got stolen. Wanderers has advantage of that stolen ball. Look at that great stoppage there. Keasting just got stopped from now Wanderers is playing with the back line. The number 14 doesn't have the advantage to run away, so he got stopped right there. But they're still in charge of the play. Great catch there from Victor. Keasting's helping him. 19 receive, which means now he's working quite hard. He doesn't. Oh, there's a knock on. Looks like the ref is going back there. There was a high tackle. Now Vickers approaching the ref and he's not happy. Penalty over to Wanderers. Seems like they want to go for another try, so they're going for a line out. And Wanderers contesting a maul there. They're driving with the maul, which means Grootfontein has to do a massive defensive here. Let's see if they can do it. No try. Tackler not rolling away. Ball is out. Ball been played. Look at that massive defensive from Grootfontein. And they're doing quite heavy carriers back, and they've won the advantage. Rudy give it over to Lorenzo. Lorenzo is with Mans on the wing. Oh, and he just lost control there. Didn't see which side to pass. I think he popped it over to his right side. Actually popped out the ball. Just look at the fans. The lekker beer next to the field, watching some good rugby. It's a Wanderers line out again. Looks like it's gonna be a long day. Time off. Looks like there's another serious injury. Attending to the player that got injured. Seems like it's a Wanderers player. Team doctor with the medic is on. I think it's just his knee. Oh, his shins. Shins are off. A lot of cramps. Which means the player is not getting enough vitamin in his body, which is quite important as a sports player. Cramps actually comes from time being set back on. Looks like it's the number 1 from Wanderers. Line out been set. Wanderers contest the line out. They've won it. Grootfontein has an advantage there, but didn't make use of that. Just look at that massive carrier, that enforcer from the lock of Wanderers. There goes Peter again. The ref saw a clear knock on there. That was a great stoppage. The number 13 is back on from a deliberately knock on. He has to come back after 10 minutes. So if he gets another card, that will be a red card. Will be banned for 2 games. Looks like the medic is attending to another injured player. Seems like player is quite unhappy there with his attention, so actually the medics will quite keep a good eye on him just to make sure he's well within the game, which is the number 7 flanker from Grootfontein. Wanderers dominating the scrum again. It was a steady. I think he's looking for 50-22, didn't manage. Now the chase is on. And that was a great up and under. Oh, it's a 50-22. And he actually crossed the touchline. It was a great catch. The line-out mark has been set already. He actually slipped there. And Grootfontein. It's a great kick from AJ. He managed to get a 50-22 and it was in his favor. I believe he has a golden boot today on. Vic has been there again. Just look at that massive great line out. Look at that breakthrough from number 9. There goes Grootfontein. So Grootfontein is quite happy with the try. That's 29 in favor of Grootfontein. Look at the bench, they're quite happy. Just look at the smiles on their faces. Wanderers not happy. The Wanderers team is not happy. So if they convert it, that will be 31-28 in favor of Grootfontein. If they do not convert it, that will be 29-28. Let's wait for the conversion. The conversion successfully over. Just look at the Grootfontein fans. Look quite happy. Look at, I think it's one of the boys' fathers up there. We've got 10 minutes before the game ends. Grootfontein has a massive job here. Either to secure and play defensive quite good with skills and manage to get another try, or either they should execute. But it looks like they're hungry. They're going to do their defensive skills all the way until they're in Wanderers half again. They're looking for another breakthrough. They saw the advantage. Player not rolling away. Now they have the ball again. There goes AJ. Look at AJ with the great carry. Oh, great skill. There goes AJ again. Oh, he got tackled out right before the touchline. That's another line out. Looks like a player that tackled AJ out actually injured himself. I think he landed skew, so the medics are tending to him. Looks like he injured his ankle. Penalty over to Wanderers. Looking for a line out again. AJ and Rudy is quite good wingers for Grootfontein, with Lorenzo Luis specialized basically on the fullback, which is the last man, and is quite good. Lorenzo actually played soccer, and then somebody spotted him, one of the coaches, then over to rugby, which he started his career in 15s. And then over to 7s. And it's quite massive. Oh, there's another knock. Another scrum being set. I think the boys are quite tired from all this scrumming. The more knocks, the more scrum. That's what happened in the game of rugby. The scrum has to be awarded. Wanderers dominating there, the scrum again. I think Wanderers pack is quite heavier than Grootfontein. Scrum being that signal that the ref just showed. Scrum being turning back and forth. So Wanderers dominated that scrum right there. So they have won the contest of the scrum. So we're going for a line out. Wanderers managed to execute. So Wanderers have to get a try here and try to do their defensive. Or Grootfontein will try to manage and keep their defensive well. Let's look at the line out. Line out being set. Wanderers managed to dominate the scrum. Victor has the ball. The maul is driving. And they can't touch him, and they have to go with the maul. Wanderers has the advantage. Grootfontein has to leave. Now they have to do a lot of defensive work there. Wanderers managed to go with quite good meters there. Grootfontein has to do the stoppage right there. There goes Kistings with the ball, the number 4. Oh, and he slips. It was backwards and it was play on. Ref side played on. And now the chase is on. Chase is on. Wanderers players got enough time. No, not enough time. He has to make a decision right there. In the best capacity of his position. Try to manage the ball. The number 9 gets, give it over to the number 12. 12 gives it over to the number 10. The number 10 managed to get stopped. Wanderers has another penalty. There goes another card from the sock. Just look at the lovely fans out there. Family day. Just look at Johnny Boy there. Went in for a high tackle. That's where Wanderers managed to get the advantage. A yellow card for Grootfontein. I believe it's the number 5 lock that got the yellow card. No, not the number 5. I think it's number 4. Oh, and the Wanderers managed to get a try all the way from number 10. The number 10 managed to score his own try. Let's see if he can convert it. 3 minutes before the game ends. Let's see what can happen. Anything can happen in 3 minutes time. Time is ticking. He has 60 minutes right after the try has been converted, been awarded by the ref. So time is ticking. Time ain't on his side. So managed to score his own try. Let's see if he can do his. No, time was up. Try wasn't awarded. He had clearly 60 seconds. Didn't manage to kick it over because of a T decision. The kicking T didn't manage. I think they're quite unhappy on the Wanderers bench. So they have to talk to the water carrier or to the kicking T boy. There goes Grootfontein for another try. Almost managed. There's 2 minutes to go, a minute and a half before the game ends. Anything can happen here. Both teams are quite hungry. So it looks like Wanderers has to defend here. Oh, it's their line out. Been set. They managed to contest and won the line out. Now Wanderers has to do a great carrier, do the defensive structure, execute the ball or play on. They managed to play on, which means they're looking Wanderers managed to get a penalty, which means player went off his feet. Game over. Looks like there was some quite extra minutes, but I don't think it was in favor of us. The referee was in charge. Grey Dame scores ends at 33-31 in favor of Wanderers. Grootfontein has a yellow card. I think the game wasn't done on our timing, but the ref has his own timing. Players just there greeting each other. Another great day. Rugby is quite different.
Oké, kijkers, ons gesels bietjie met Danko Burger, kaptein van Wanderers se eerste span hierso. Danko, taffe wedstryd, 14-14 halftyd gewees, maar vertel my bietjie van jou kant af, hoe was die game vir julle?
Ja, Bram, baie dankie. Ek dink ons het geweet hierdie week in ons voorbereiding, ons geweet wat wag met Grootfontein vir al hulle vaste fasette, hulle mauls, hulle scrums, hulle lynstane. Ek dink ons voorbereiding hierdie week was baie goed geweest en ek dink ons kon vandag op ons voorspelers, die vaste fasette was baie goed. Ek dink dis waar ons gedomineer het en dit het gemaak dat ons die wen op die einde van die dag kon kry, ja.
Okay. Paar los hande, slippery hands daar in die game, julle kon opkanse wat julle kon gekapitaliseer het. Ek sien daar Jalen was nie so fokus in die game nie, maar baie belangrik om die punt op die tellbord te kry vir julle in hierdie game. So vertel my, wat is die volgende stap na hierdie?
Ek dink dit is 'n mix tussen die ervaring en die jong spelers. En ons is besig om te bou. Ek dink van waar ons was die begin van die seisoen en waar ons nou is 'n groot step up en 'n baie groot verbetering. So ek dink van ons kant af ons vertrou in die proses en ons weet dit gaan nie in een dag gebeur nie. So van ons kant af is ons geduldig. Baie foute en baie dinge om aan te werk. So ek meen daai dinge maak seker dat ons volgende week weer harder werk vir die volgende game.
Sterkte met die volgende game en congrats.
Baie dankie, ek waardeer dit.
Okay, cool. Okay, ons wag om te hoor van Grootfontein se kaptein af, Wikus Jacobs. Currently they're busy with team spirit, but it looks like they're almost done. And then we'll get to hear from the captain of the Grootfontein side. But guys, a very, very tough game. Very tight score. The game ended 33-31 in favor of Wanderers. By the looks of things, is on his way. We're going to hear from him to just see what the man has to say about the game. A very tough game indeed at the end of the day. And guys, also remember the Commonwealth Games are currently happening in Scotland, where we have Namibia represented by almost 23 athletes in different sport, goes from bowls to swimming. All of that is happening. So also keep an eye on that. As for now, we are waiting for Wikus Jacobs, the captain of FNB Grootfontein, who is currently going to join us in the next 2 seconds. Yes, Wikus? Een taffe wedstrijd, mooi gespeeld. I mean, eerste helft was het 14 gelijk op. Maar jullie de game gaat voel ik. Maar vertel ons net een beetje hoe die game van jullie geloof.
Ja, overal wil ek sê vir Wanderers sê fucking well done. Sorry vir die taal, maar vir Wanderers sê well done. Die game was 'n goeie spirit gespeel. Hulle het verdien, hulle het op die oomblik net op die laaste tyd meer gehad het. Maar het ons die hele land weer gewys. Hulle het 'n kwaliteitsspan, kwaliteit coaching. Ons kom met 'n moeilike omstandighede uit. En die game was eintlik ons game geweest. Ons het dit self vir onsself gekos. Maar wys my nou, ek vir die karakter wys vir my span. Eintlik voel hierdie vir my soos 'n wen. So ek wil net al credit sê vir die groot man daarbo wat altyd vir ons die geleentheid gee.
Ja nee, because ek kan saam met jou stem, ek is ook baie happy. Regardless van die result. Ons het vir Chitukana verloor, ons het vir Lazarus ook verloor in die span in, maar hoe trots is jy op die boys wat nou opgedag het om die spasies te vul in die span?
En teenoor het die manne gewys. As jy daar is, speel jy en jy kry hoendervleis. Die talent is in die noorde, bulle. Die talent is in die noorde. Ek hoop net die mense begin dit raak sien.
Talent is daar. Dankie vir jou tyd.
Dankie.
Okay. Daar hoor julle van FNB Grootfontein se kaptein af. 'n Taffe wedstryd gewees, 'n goeie wen vir Wanderers, maar soos hy sê, vir hoe Grootfontein gespeel het met die depth wat ons het. Julle ken ek is 'n Grootfontein, ek sal altyd op my kant wees. Like professionalism word eers een kant gesit as dit kom by Grootfontein. Maar ja, 'n groot game vir ons gewees, maar congrats aan Wanderers, goed gespeel, opgedag en baie goed gewen. Baie belangrike punt op die tellbord. Maar van ons af hier in studio, die was onze laaste game vir die dag. Ons sien julle weer volgende week. Die was deel van die broadcast. Tune in op onze wrap-up show wat nou aankom. Is 'n show waar ons op ander goed te gaan fokus. Ons die NSSR Premier League wat ook aan die gang was in Ocho hierdie naweek. Ons gaan ook 'n bietjie daar check, maar van Brian Monango af en van die Sport Rap span af. Tot ziens.